Hello and welcome back to Words Within Podcast. This is Crystal, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment to stay connected with us through this journey. Today's episode is finding purpose in our trials and hardships. You are going through the hardship in the first place is to bring a testimony out of it. Life is hard, harder for some than others, and nobody wants to go through trials. Nobody wants to go through hardship, through difficulties, of course, because it hurts us. But we don't change when things are easy. We change when things are hard. Some of us need that hardship to be able to change us. Some of us need to go through the ugly for that to change us, to shift us inside, because we're all different in many ways. God tests every single one of us differently, and He knows exactly what you need to be changed. He knows exactly what will change you, what will move you out of that place that you're stuck, out of that place that you need to be removed from. And we all have to go through hardships, but the best way to get through it is by changing the way you see your tests and trials. See, every time a problem comes along your way, you need to see it in two different ways. What it wants to take from me, and what will I learn from it? What will I take out of this? This is because of two reasons. The enemy is always looking for a way to destroy you, your peace, your mind, your joy, your relationship, your family. But the good thing is that God will always use what meant to destroy you for your good, for your victory. God gives us tests and trials, and you must know that it's for a purpose. There is a purpose in your tests and in your trials. And it's important for us to recognize when we're going through it, to recognize when there are tests, to recognize when there are trials. Now, when you know that it's a test, now you know that it's coming with a purpose and with a reason behind it. And I know that we don't want to go through trials. We don't want to go through problems and difficulties. But if only we could see the other side of it, if only we could see what it will bring out of us, that would shift our view on it. That would change our point of view on tests and trials. For the testing of your faith produces endurance. Therefore, now that you know it's meant to build you up, now you have a different point of view towards your tests and trials. Now you know it's sent for a reason that you must overcome. And remember that God will never put you through something that you can't handle, knowing that you will and you can get through this. And when you see your trials and hardships in that way, it has no power to destroy you. It has no power to stress you. And it has no power to take your peace. We must look for purpose in our problems, in our tests, in our trials, so that even through it, we could find peace in knowing that it's meant for something greater, that it's meant for our own good. Now keep your eyes on the good, even while we walk through the bad. And I know that it's hard because as humans, we have emotions and they tend to get messed up. And we can't help it, we just feel stressed, overwhelmed, anxious, scared. And that's okay. But don't let it overcome you. Don't let it define you. We need to hold on to something to keep us strong during those processes. For example, I hold on to knowing that if I have God, the Most High, I have everything. Knowing that if I have God, everything will be okay. I encourage you today to hold on to the one who will bring you out of the storm, to the one that even if you know it or not, is the one who strengthens you, is the one who always brings you out of every problem. If you're asking yourself, have you made it this far? It's not by your own strength. It's by Him. Because He needs you to be strong because of the beautiful purpose that you still have today. And if you're listening to this right now, today you have purpose. That's why you remain strong today, because you have purpose. Seek and it will be given to you. Seek for strength, endurance, and purpose through your storms, through your hardships, through the problems. Seek for purpose. Seek for strength. Take something out of it. Learn something out of it. Because we were not put in that situation for no reason. We were not put in that situation for it to overcome us, to become anxious, depressed, frustrated. No, we were put there to learn, to change, to experience, to overcome, to bring a testimony out of it. And I believe that the reason why we become so stressed and overwhelmed is because we don't see our problems for what they are. We don't see our trials for what they are. And so we get overwhelmed by it. But there is a reason and a purpose for your trials. If you are going through a hardship, you are not alone, and it will not overcome you. Instead, you will overcome it. You will overcome your trials. Seek to understand what it's meant to bring out of you. Seek to understand what He wants from you. Seek to understand what God is trying to fix in you, because that's the reason why we go through trials, because we need changing. So therefore, seek to understand what it is that God is trying to do inside of you, so that you may understand and know how to overcome your trials, so that you may know why you need fixing in. Most importantly is knowing that we need patience, because it won't happen from one day to another. What God is trying to do within you, it won't happen from one day to another. So if you feel like you're stuck in a place where you feel like you can't seem to get out and you don't understand it, it might be because God is not done with it. God is trying to fix it, but you keep trying to rush your way out of it, and it won't work like that. And you are not alone through this. God is not just giving you this and just leaving you alone at it. You are not alone. You have His word. He has already equipped you for it. You have His word. You have Jesus. You know who to seek. You know who to find during those times where you feel like your trials is bigger than you. So keep your eyes above and keep holding on to God. Seek Him. Seek God. He doesn't want you to get through this alone. He wants to help you every step of the way. He wants to be with you through your trials. And you might not know at the moment the reason of your trials, the reason of your problems and your tests. You might not know at the moment, but at the right time, you will see why that needed to happen in order for something else, in order for you to be changed for something else, in order for you to share that testimony, in order for you to help someone else through the same storm. Trusting, hoping, and most importantly, praying, because that is your most powerful weapon, a prayer. And that's how we overcome our battles. Take authority over it, which was given to us by the precious blood of Jesus. Believe that. I hope this word blessed you. Thank you so much for listening to Words Within Podcast. God bless you.